Here on the pregame show on CISN, Jeff Bauer, head coach for Ankeny. What's the challenge this week?
Just continuing to get better and stay on task. Obviously, we've been preaching to our kids, this is the biggest game of the year. It is. You got two teams that are 2 and 3. You don't want to get to 4 losses.
We talked last week about must wins, and it's not quite a must win, but there's a sense of urgency there.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
picking up from you. How did that translate in practice this week?
We had another really good week of practice, I thought. So hopefully our guys are, we keep stepping up, getting a couple guys for a couple ankles back, which is really good to see. So.
Well, you get to this week in the season, usually there are injuries that you're battling, and it's attrition,
Yes.
and you're trying to figure out just how deep are we, and who can step up, and who really worked hard in the summer. Is that accurate?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I know our kids worked hard, and knock on wood, we've been pretty fortunate with injuries. Like I said, a couple ankles, obviously some hands and fingers, but for the most part, we have all of our guys ready to go.
That sounds like the old children's thing: hands, knees, and toes, fingers,
Yeah.
Things like that. Tonight against this Prairie team, they're very athletic in a couple of key spots. I look at Quentin Alexander as a guy I'm sure you've been studying a lot this week. What jumps out about Prairie to you on tape?
They play hard. Yes, they are very athletic. They have a good running back, 2 good receivers, a good tight end. I mean, they're tough to tackle. So defensively, you have to be focused and really wrap up and take them down tonight.
The Caden Hankus party last week, you were really impressed with that first run. Kind of felt like it got it going. How'd that translate then into practice this week for him?
We're just, he's practicing like he did last week. He's running like hopefully will keep it rolling. Obviously, Caden can really run, and when he has an opening, he usually takes it. So.
Do you get the sense also then that you need Larmy's not like hurt emotionally or anything. He just understands this is a 1-2 and it could be my night or it could be my night depending on the game.
Yeah, they both have understood that for 2 years now. And Daniel was, last week his ankle was still not 100%. He is back to almost 100% now. So we should have 2 of them ready to go tonight.
We talked about challenges. Luke Anderson last week, very first play from scrimmage, ran the ball, but then he started throwing the ball and handing it off. Was it an easy game for him last week?
I mean, yeah, I guess I wouldn't say it was easy. I think he advanced and felt good about things. He missed a couple throws. I think he'd like to come back or have back. Mm-hmm. But, the big thing is we won, and he led a lot of scoring drives, and that's what we need.
I think you said earlier this season just the amount of weapons and guys that could get the ball. It's hard to distribute to everyone right now. How do you keep everyone focused on a greater goal here?
They know, and we go through it in practice, and they all get their touches in practice. But when Hankus breaks off a 40 or a 50-yard thing, you don't have too many plays to move the ball around there. So we'll take that, obviously. But the Earl Myers and Brand Horst and Fishers, they'll get their touches.
Just like you have your 2 running backs, Prairie has their 2 running backs. It's hard to tackle from play to play. You always got to be paying attention. What is it you tell your defense that, oh, look, it's this guy or this guy, we have to think differently?
Our defensive coaches do a great job of preparing them. And, I mean, they go hard in practice. They run to the ball, and they know they have to continue to do that. It doesn't matter what numbers, back and running back, because they know they're both good. So we'll be there tonight, and hopefully we'll have lots of, I guess it'll be gold jerseys tonight around the ball.
Who has stood out to you defensively here in the last couple of weeks?
Hazi's really picked it up. Our senior captain at defensive end. He's been playing great the last 2-3 weeks. Kenneth Voss, having Randolph back has been good. Obviously, our sophomore linebacker makes a lot of plays. He makes some mistakes, which is expected. Wrong gaps sometimes, and we need him to keep advancing. But Sammy Sandvig also has been doing pretty well, making a lot of plays for us.
What type of quarterback is Ish? What type of challenges does he provide that defense?
He can throw the ball pretty well. He's not afraid to run it. He can run it. He's good at running the ball. So, if it's not there, he'll pull it down and take off.
familiarity with this squad? Played them last year, played them recently, only third time in this meeting, but it's kind of like you two are similar squads.
Yeah, they're coached well. You know, Coach Knock is second year just like me over there, so we have that in common. And obviously we had the 17-14 game last year with a goal line stand that was remarkable, you know. So, but you know, people say, "Oh, they're out to get you after this year." I go, "Last year is last year. We've been through 5 games this year. We're 2-3, and both kind of hungry squads, obviously." So,
Well, we'll see how it unfolds. It's
Yes.
Jeff Bauer, the head coach of the Ankeny Hawks. Our pregame show continues after this.